this can't look hard,
right?
I imagine.
It's just a little pulse, but that resistance.
I wish people watching could feel what we're feeling.
You got it.
Welcome to the second episode of Project Fit.
In this series, we'll showcase various leaders and experts in the fitness world, putting us through workouts to help us expand the very narrow view of fitness that the general public has and help you find what fits you.
And today, we'll be led through a Megaformer class by Level 2 Lagree certified instructor, Laura Collins.
All right, we are here at Collective Studios in Bedford, New Hampshire with Laura Collins, and today she's going to take us through a Megaformer class.
So the cool thing about Lagree is what we do on the machine, that's the method we do, is that every single move you're using your entire body. So you're using balance, muscle strength, muscle endurance, even your cardio gets raised from the resistance training.
All right, so we're going to get our sticky socks,
Grippy
socks on.
Awesome, yes, we need those because we'll be on this machine, pushing against the machine's heavy, light tension, so the grip's gonna help you a lot during the exercise. These little colored buttons here, these are your springs. So when you push one towards the carriage, it adds the resistance on, so it hooks the spring on. When you wanna take it off, you push it away. This is your carriage straps for your feet. This is called a ring of fire, and then you have your black handles here.
We asked Laura to take us through a workout in the exact format she would teach a full Megaformer class at Collective Studios.
It was 45 minutes long and included over 25 different exercises, all on the Megaformer machine with no breaks.
Given our strength training background, we thought it would be a piece of cake. I mean, how hard could a little spring resistance be?
But we were immediately humbled by the difficulty of the Megaformer.
Nice, 3. Now noticing it's not a big range of motion, but it's big feelings. It's big feelings.
So many feelings.
Wonderful job, you got this.
One of the reasons it was so much harder than we expected was because of the very specific tempo of the movements.
Laura would consistently remind us to slow down and perform each exercise with a count of 4 seconds on the way out and 4 seconds on the way back in.
Press your arms up for 2, 3, 4, and then resist, come down. Hold it in 4, 3, 2, ready, hold it in. Now split squat, you're gonna stand up. Slow 2, yes, there's the shake, 3, there it is, 4, then come right back down. Nice and slow for 2, 3, stopping your hands under your shoulders on 4. So it's really slow. The slower you move, the better. So keep going at this pace.
I'm shaking on the second rep.
I forgot about the shakes.
Rep
Yes.
2.
This additional time under tension made a simple exercise like a reverse lunge feel like absolute torture.
Can I lower my resistance?
This is a way bigger deal than you might realize. I've never seen Lauren volunteer to reduce weight or admit something is too hard, especially because I know she's in a silent competition with me right here, but I'm super proud of her growth.
This is really hard for my ego.
Do it.
But
It's heavy, it's hard, don't worry.
We can't speak.
We can't speak.
Which is saying
We
a
can't
lot.
speak. We're focused. We're focused.
You've got it. We're almost there.
In terms of exercise variety, the class had a pretty even mix of core exercises, lower body exercises, and upper body exercises.
In Lagree, we exercise blocks. So you'll notice we do all center core first, then we'll go to all your right leg, then all your left leg, so that we're progressively overloading the muscle.
This was something that was really different from the way that we typically train, as Laura had to stay on a specific area of the body for 3 to 5 exercises in a row.
Time under tension. So you're gonna feel your core activate really quickly, really tight right away.
Each time we went to a different area of the body, we felt relief that we could finally rest the area that had been working, and then that relief immediately vanished as the next area of our body got put to work.
I was like ready to beg for legs when we were doing all the ab stuff, and now I'm already ready to go back to abs. I'm like, oh my God, as soon as you start, it's like that burn.
You have less than 20 seconds left
Oh
here.
I was like, this had to be because we were chatting, you forgot that we were still going.
No, I have a timer.
Oh my God.
So in Lagree, what's most important is the transitions make sense and they're as quickly as possible. Now in 15 seconds, we have elevator lunge. Coming up, we're gonna go back to full range. So you'll hold the squat and push your left leg out. Runner's lunge on deck. You're going to stand on your front platform, face the front as fast as you can in 4, 3, 2, runner's lunge. Stand up, both feet on your front platform.
Since the class is set up in a way where there are no breaks and the movements are all back to back to back, the ability to quickly transition between each exercise becomes really important in order to keep up the tempo of the class.
Laura expertly walked us through how to do those transitions so that we had no extra time to rest between moves, which I personally did not appreciate.
Sit down and you're gonna put your feet underneath the strap on your carriage.
Oh my God.
We get to sit now,
Oh my
beautiful.
God. There is something interesting about these machines where it almost like positions you in the right way. It's like almost like difficult to get into a poor position.
We were really impressed by the way the machine itself really lends itself to getting you into good positions automatically.
In Lagree, form is king, right? So you always want to be in the correct form. If you're not in the correct form, the weight can go into the wrong place.
If you were doing a movement with incorrect form, you would immediately feel that something was off, and that feedback was super beneficial.
A beginner might walk into a room filled with these machines and feel intimidated, but it was clear right away that the Megaformer can be easily scaled to any experience level.
All you need to really have a slight understanding of is a squat, a lunge, and a plank. And if you can do those things, we walk you through every single thing. We describe everything that you need to do.
One of the things we were really curious about was how can Megaformer fit into a person's overall routine?
I was gonna ask how many times a week you would typically recommend someone does like a Megaformer class, or
Yeah, like 3 to 4,
3 to
and
4.
that's it. And honestly, you don't have to do anything else with it because you are getting every single thing. You're getting cardiovascular, muscular endurance, muscular strength, balance, flexibility, everything's happening at once. But it is great for cross training, running, bicycling, using all those small controlled movements.
We definitely agreed with this assessment. We were surprised by how many bases are covered by this one style of workout.
For ourselves personally, we could totally see Megaformer fitting in as part of a cross-training routine. We loved how it really hit on the smaller stabilizer muscles in your hips and shoulders, as well as your core, which are all areas that are tougher to hit in a typical gym setting.
This looks like nothing, right? This can't look hard, I imagine.
It's just a little pulse, but that
I wish
resistance.
I wish people watching could feel what we're feeling right now.
You got it. This is your finale. Ride your carriage to the front in 4, 3, 2, bear. Here we go. Ride it to the front. Hands to your front platform. Give me one push-up, Lauren. Yes, Jason. Come back up. You can do it. Good.
I'm dying.
You have 10 seconds left. 4, yes, 3, 2. Take a child's pose. Woo! Nice.
I can do this one.
Work. You made it. You deserve a high five, but I'll let you decide the strength of the high five. There we go. Nice job.
I thought we were gonna be able to like chit chat through that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So good. So good.
You're gonna need 10 containers of Lysol wipes, I think, for my
know.
sweat.
Okay, and I don't sweat, and it's happening.
It's hard. It's tough.
Wow.
It's tough. Yes. So
my
the
gosh.
3 S's are the shake, the sore the next day, and the
And the
sweat.
swearing, yeah.
And the swearing, we'll add a 4th in there, right?
Earlier on, just getting into fitness, I was very easily intimidated by group classes or just like seeing certain body types going to certain classes, and like I now understand that that's not what matters. But what would you say to somebody who's intimidated by group class? If they're like, I don't belong there, like how do you kind of help them get over that boundary?
Yeah. Well, I think the best thing personally about group fitness is actually the community aspect of it. And there's been studies shown that when you're working out in a group of people, you are way more likely to push yourself, you're way more likely to complete the exercise and than it would be if you're at home. There's also community. You show up every day and Rebecca is next to you on the same machine, right? It's a great place to make friends. So not only are you going to have a more intense and effective workout, you also get the community aspect in group fitness. Amazing job.
So good.
Yay.
Let's get some water.
Let's take a quick break. Yeah.
Take 5.
Freshen
Great
up.
Job.
Oh my God, that was so hard.
You did
That was
it.
so hard.
Amazing.
I'm like, it's like I just got off riding a horse. I'm like,
I know. Within the first 30 seconds, I was like, I regret this.
yeah, second rep. I was like, okay. I wasn't expecting this right away.
At the beginning, I was like, haha, competing with Jason, but I had no idea what you were doing. You
No.
were right next to me, and I could not think about what you were doing.
It's like, I can't even speak right now.
I was so focused on myself and like just surviving and like.
Right.
Yeah, it
like
really
noticing
is.
how like we repeat a transition like 10 times because half
Yeah.
the time people aren't listening, not because they don't want to listen,
Yeah.
it's just
Right.
because they can't, they're focusing on their form and their muscles, they can't hear,
Yeah.
you know, what we're saying.
All right, class is done. We are shaking, we're sweating,
Shaking.
we're tired, but we asked Laura to put together a challenge for us. We left it up to her. It's a surprise for us. So what do you have
nervous.
for us?
All right, so today your challenge is going to be a transition challenge. So in Lagree, you want to move from one exercise to the next as fast as possible to keep your heart rate elevated, to keep your muscles engaged, to keep the time under tension. So it's going to be 3 rounds and you'll go head to head against each other. I'm going to pick one exercise to go into the next. I'll count you down and whoever gets into the next exercise the quickest will win that round.
I love it. Oh, that's 3. Okay.
Yes. 4. In 3, as fast as you can. In 2, here we go, giant reverse kneeling crunch. Come on down. Oh, that was a close one. I'm gonna have to say Jason got this one. Yes. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. Round 2. 4, 3, 2, as fast as you can. Skater, kick off your bungee. Change your spring to 1 red. Stand up, feet underneath the strap.
I mean, I'm not really
All right, I think we're tied. I
All right,
got 1
tiebreaker.
Jason, 1 Lauren. All right, so our tiebreaker, the last one, will be giant kneeling crunch into a plank at the front. So knees to your back platform, forearms to your carriage. In 3, tiebreaker. In 2, here we go, plank. Ride your carriage to the front, hands to your front platform, find a plank. Lauren!
Okay, I kind of was like waiting for the
So good.
Good job, good job.
Megaformer was an absolute blast. We loved the tempo work and how many small stabilizer muscles were involved. The structure of the class and exercise selection made things challenging while keeping us on our toes.
And Laura was meticulous in her instruction and coached us through a really incredible workout. We highly recommend checking out a Megaformer class if you have one near you, and special shout out to Collective Studios for hosting us today.
So we are sweating, shaking, stretched. What are the 3 S's?
Sweating, shaking, sore.
Swear.
Sore and swearing. It was so much fun. Thank you so much, Laura. She's a pro. This was amazing. We felt like very just, I mean, I wanted to say calm, but more so just like taken care of, even
care
though
of, yeah.
we were all of the S's.
Yep.
But Laura, where can people learn more from you as well?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, laura.a.collins. I do a lot of posting about Lagree and Pilates on my Instagram. And you can also find me at the Collective Studios 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Amazing. We'll probably be back too for more
amazing.
torture.
See you in the
That
studio.
was great. All right.
Thank you.
Bye. I love it.